We're back again at Elevate Experience Camping, and today we're going to be talking about fun treats, drinks, snacks, and all great things you can get this camping season, 2025, new stuff. Carmen, get us started off. What is brand new for treats, snacks, and fun things?
Yeah, so I'm going to obviously start with our favorite. Everybody loves ice cream, hard ice cream. 2023, we put in our ice cream parlor and candy shack, which we love, does very well. And always excited that we, in Alberta, people usually go with Foothills or Nestle or Chapman's, and we went with a different vendor. I'm going to keep that a little bit anonymous, but it is a Canadian-based local vendor, and we get lots of feedback that we have awesome ice cream because it's a little different. But this year, excitingly, we have 4 new flavors that we're going to add to the roster because currently we can hold 16 flavors in the coolers. We actually have 22 flavors that we circulate, which I always think is exciting because if you frequent Willey West campground, which I hope you do, you don't have the same 16 flavors all the time. So they rotate. But we're going to be adding 4 new ones. So
Question for you.
Yeah.
Can people from town or driving by just come in and stop in for an ice cream?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So the great thing about Willey West Campground is we are open to the public. So the day use area is open to the public, the park is open to the public, and any of the amenities are open to the public. So it's not just camper based. So although most campers use the amenities more than the public, you absolutely can come down. And word of mouth is getting out there. Like more and more, I do talk to people and they're like, hey, we just came down to see your ice cream parlor. And it's like, awesome. So 4 new flavors. So we have a triple chocolate Napoleon. So it's 3 different kinds of chocolates. So you chocolate lovers, that's going to be the one for you.
All right.
Yeah.
What's another flavor?
Another more adult flavor we went with this time. We thought kids and adults like ice cream the same, but there's a new flavor that's actually coffee.
Okay.
So we're kind of excited to see how that one goes because, again, it's a little bit more adultish for sure, but most adults love their coffee. So
I'm a fan of espresso flake myself.
Exactly. The third flavor is Cherry Blast Very Cheese cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake.
Yes.
Again, one of my top favorites.
Yes. So we're excited about that one. And then the last one is called the Grand Slam. And it is kind of, when I read the ingredients, I was like, it kind of reminds me of when you go to a restaurant and they have that something called the kitchen sink. Like it's got everything in it. So it's got Reese's peanut butter cups. It's got caramel chips. It's got chocolate chips. It's got some cookies and cream in it. And then it's all wrapped up in a toffee swirl.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the very last one. So we're very excited to bring those 4 flavors on this year.
That sounds intense. It sounds like diabetes in a cup.
I know. I thought so too, but I was like, it also sounds like something I'll have to try.
Definitely have in small amounts, right?
Yes. And so then part of the thing we're also excited about this year is we are going to have toppers for your ice cream.
Oh, okay.
So we're not only going to have ice cream cones and waffle cones, and we have the cups. We are going to be bringing in waffle cups as well this year, which is new to us, and toppers. So we have 6 different toppers that people can have. So they vary from a cookies and cream topper to like score bits to there's a Mars bar bits one. I think Kit Kat bits, and the other 2 are going to elude me at the moment. But yeah, so we're going to have toppers. So they'll just come in a little cup with a lid. You get to pick your topper, and then you go off and you devour it as you want on your ice cream.
All right.
So yeah, we're pretty excited about that because we've always wanted to do it. We just couldn't figure out a way that was a way that felt elevated for us and, met all those Alberta Health Services standards and stuff.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure we found a way this year. And so we're very excited to bring that on board.
Great. So come to the campground, if not your camp, just to have some great ice cream.
Yes. So since we're talking about the ice cream, I'll continue on with that store. So the candy this year, again, we're always looking for new candy and different candy and being, so we've been working diligently with our candy vendor to make sure that we're getting new, different product in. But I also want to say Canadian product. We have been very clear with our vendors this year that we want to make sure that everything that we bring into the campground for product is Canadian based. So we're excited to be working with them on that. And they have been awesome at finding me some great, interesting products. So we have some new candy products coming in too. So I'm excited about that as well.
Great. Fantastic. And you have to go camping to find out what those are. All right. And you'll probably talk about them on your social media.
Absolutely.
All right.
We actually start down at the campground next week, despite the snow that we got. And so once I get down there, we'll start taking videos of the different areas as we start booting them up. So the candy parlor and ice cream parlor will be definitely something we'll start touring as the stuff comes in.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the other things you've got going on. So you've got some really elevated, higher end refreshers.
Yes.
Talk about those for a bit.
Yeah. So one of the things that, and honestly, close to my heart, I'm a Starbucks lover. And in Drayton Valley, there is no Starbucks. And so one of the things that we worked with one of our vendors is how do we get a drink down at the campground that is for those people that, get their Starbucks or their second cup or their refresher from whatever their favorite shop is, that refreshing drink that has, lemonade in it and hibiscus or whatnot.
Sure.
And so we found our vendor found another vendor that is going to provide us a couple drinks that we will be providing that you can get that lean more towards that kind of like Starbucksy feel. Like they will have a mixture of those ingredients, like I just said to you, with fresh fruit in them, so that again you can have on your own, or if you take it back to your campsite and put a little some in it that I don't know about, it might make it even better. So we're excited about those.
There you go.
A great little extra, again, something extra, because I know for myself too, sometimes when it's a hot day, I don't want pop. I'm sick of water. Obviously, I'm drinking water because you need to stay hydrated. But, you can't find that drink that's just, And you know what? These are going to be the drink. Those are going to be the drink that you're going to want to sit at the day use area or sit at your campsite and just be like, this is great.
Yeah, a bunch of ice in it. So it's nice and cool, refreshing, has the condensation on the outside. Just perfect for a hot day.
Exactly. So we're excited about those.
Great.
And then the second thing that we're really excited about is we are going to do mocktails. We have an agreement with Red Bull. They're going to be Red Bull based.
Okay.
And so Red Bull is like whatever flavor of Red Bull you want is the base of it. And then you can have two different type of mocktails. You can have one which is just a simple syrup of different flavors. We'll have different flavors that you can add to it to elevate your Red Bull. The syrup base is just a syrup. So whether it's like you add a strawberry or a watermelon or whatever, it's a couple squirts, it enhances it. So that's stage one of the mocktail that you can, or the drink, elevated drink that you can have. And then if you really want to elevate it, we're going to do mocktails. And that's what you're talking about, is that again, it'll be Red Bull based. It will have some kind of syrup in it, but it will replicate either a mojito or a, Mai Tai. We're going to have about 5 different options for it. And what's exciting about this is not only will we have a spot in the office for the basic mocktails, 24 hours or when we're open, but the basic and the more mocktail ones, we're going to do pop-ups. So on Saturdays, when it's nice at the day use area, we can make this mocktail bar mobile.
Nice.
And so that's what's exciting about this. So when we have our special events, we can have it out there. It's very simple for us. We've created a plan where we can make it very mobile. So again, somebody has a family reunion, they have 40 people coming. They would like us to come set up in their site, in the group site. Again, it's something we can do very easily with this concept. So we're really excited about that. So it's very movable, very palatable. Again, there's an activity or an event going on at the playground. We can set it up. So we're pretty excited about this whole mocktail idea.
Nice.
Because again, we personally can't sell liquor. But again, what you do with your mocktail is again up to you.
That's up
But
to you.
we're setting the foundation for you.
All right, that's pretty amazing. So, what if somebody isn't a fan of Red Bull, but they still want to try something like that? Would you steer them towards the other type of drink?
Yes, exactly. So the best part about both of these things is they are mobile. So when we do the mocktail bar, we will also bring that other more fruity drink with us as well as an option to the energy drink, right? So we'll make sure that when we do the mocktail bars, we'll have both there.
All right, so more options for fun, drinks, candy, ice cream. Is there anything else that you guys have this year out at Willey West Campground that people can look forward to?
So the last two things I'd like to say is, again, we have pop-up events where we have snow cones and we have a new vendor, new flavors. So we're excited for that. And we actually have 2 snow cone machines now. So double the fun.
All right.
And slushes. We, again, have a slush machine. It does 2 flavors. And again, we have a new vendor. So new flavors. One of the flavors that we're bringing in, which I thought was interesting, and I don't think I've ever seen this flavor as a slush, is cotton candy.
Okay. I believe I've had that before.
Really?
Or my kids have anyways.
Yeah. So cotton candy is one of the flavors that we are bringing in this year. So it's actually one of our starter flavors. Blue raspberry and cotton candy will be the 2 that we open up with. All
right. That sounds awesome. So a lot of fun things. A lot of these seem to be geared towards hot days. So we're really hoping for, fingers crossed, hot days in Alberta. Do you have anything for maybe the rainy days?
Yes. So on rainy days, we will in the office have fresh coffee brewing. So we actually grind our own, even though we're in a campground, we actually grind our own coffee beans every day. So we will always have fresh hot coffee and hot. So when it's rainy, we actually go out in the one of our vehicles, whether it's the Gator or the golf cart, and we will take coffee or hot chocolate around to campers, and we will stop and offer them free coffee and hot chocolate as we go around, as well as the hot chocolate will be not brewing, but in the office as well on those days. So on cold and rainy days, we always make sure we have a drink ready for them. And we are also toying around with the idea on really cold, rainy days, having a soup on.
Oh, soup. Soup is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things when you're wet and drenched, a nice bowl of soup is good. So I love making soups. And so we're kind of toying around with that idea as well, as because it's a very simple, not simple thing, but it's something that you can elevate very quickly. And again, we, as people that own campgrounds, we track the weather hourly almost, it feels like. So so we're really looking at, again, catering to our customer regardless of the weather and making sure that there's something provided for them regardless of the weather.
Love it. That's great. So thank you so much for sharing the information about all the fun treats, snacks, drinks, and things that you do for the campers out at Willey West Campground under Elevated Experience Camping Direction. Guys, if you haven't booked your spot yet, now's the time. So check them out, and easy to find online and book. Carmen, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.